Pure water, pure pride, pure Jamaican. Pure water is about pure hydration. Remember to drink pure water and satisfy all your pure water needs.
Hi racing fans, this is trainer Patrick Smelly of OK Don. He's really okay. Beautiful space and Bimini fame. I want to say kudos to Colin Blair for seeing the need for a program like the Open Gate Show and stepping up to the plate. You know, it's sometimes humorous analysis, keen eye, and having his ear to the ground. It gives us in the industry, along with his growing listenership, valuable insight into the races. And also, very importantly, the happenings at the track with the jockeys, grooms, etc. I'd have to say, good work, old chap.
Greetings, everyone. This is George Osang, listening to Open Gate Show. Number 1, take a listen.
I'm Michael Edwards from New York. I only listen to the Open Gate Show. It's the number 1 show in the land. It's informative. Please support Colin Blair in his effort to educate, to teach all turfites about handicapping.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the Open Gate Facebook group and YouTube show. Friday, 28th of November. We have 10 races, and it's quite an interesting racing weekend, as there's racing on Sunday as well. Surely you can join me tomorrow afternoon for the analyzation of Sunday race card. As time goes by, there will be lots of issues, for example, health issues and otherwise. And our horsemen at from Caymanas Park, we must all have them in mind when we are praying. We welcome to hear that some of our horsemen are recovering rapidly. Thank you for your prayers.
To all my racing fans out there, I want you to continue to pray for me. I'm healing pretty good right now, so by the end of December, I'll be back riding. I just want to thank the Open Gate Show for keeping in touch with me all along throughout my injury, and my fans. I'll be back. I'll be back with a bang. So continue to pray for me, and thank you all.
The Open Gate Show wishes to advise fans who are having difficulties in subscribing or joining the Open Gate Show on Facebook or YouTube. Remember, there are others who knows a little bit more than you. You can ask them. It's easy. But likewise me, I'm not computer literate. Well, not to that high level. Ask someone. Tomorrow's card, seven rider each for leading rider Anthony Thomas and chasing rider Dane Nelson. Dane Nelson seems to have the edge on paper. Well, we'll see. Everyone wants to dance the Reggae 6 here on, because it's the time when a lot of money is needed. It's Christmas time, and surely the Open Gate Show will do its best in trying to help you achieve that.
Hi racing fans, this is trainer Patrick Smelly of OK Don. He's really okay. Beautiful space and Bimini fame. I want to say kudos to Colin Blair for seeing the need for a program like the Open Gate Show and stepping up to the plate. It's sometimes humorous analysis, keen eye, and having his ear to the ground. It gives us in the industry, along with his growing listenership, valuable insight into the races. And also, very importantly, the happenings at the track with the jockeys, grooms, etc. I'd have to say, good work, old chap.
10 races, post time 11:30 a.m. First race goes 9 furlong 25 yards or 1820 meters. It's for trails and it was trails only. It's a made condition race. 11 starters. Lots of fun. Want to dance to the reggae 6 after race 6. So let's go. This first race lacks pace. Well, at least on paper. Number 1, Zabatoni, consistent, seemingly the lone pace setter here, has more experience than all at this two-turn trip and should be the one they all have to beat. However, I'm not inclined to be flattered by his credentials against this set, who there are a few who could show improvement, revealing their true potential at this time of the season. Anyway, Zabatoni bettered most of the top ones in recent times, so regardless of what I'm saying, Zabatoni is the outstanding horse here. Number 2, No Identity, has had only 4 career starts and shown improvement in each. Will have the tongue tie off after having it the last twice. Seems to have issues. Let's see if within the 3-week break, trainer owner Fitzroy Gillespie can sort those issues out. And he's going the two-turn distance for the first time. Number 3, Mighty Chelsea, another who showed some improvement in last 2 races. Lacks speed, but reunites with the visor. Should be in the lower segment of your high 5. Number 5, Shaboom, always rapidly closing in the end. Gets the real estate to do what could be the answer, going 2 turns for the first time. Has been stepped up at exercise as well. Number 6, As You Wish, did run okay last and will be more focused this time around to help his supporters wish to start the Reggae 6. Working good since that last race, especially on Tuesday the 24th of November, 7 furlong 1:32 and 2/5 easily. Number 7, Mr. A debutant born the 3rd of March, Chestnut Colt, who is a half to Mamita. The groom, Leighton Simpson, bred War Marshal by Catamaran by category, breeder New Blue Limited. Owner, Sidney Akins, of course, Everett Francis trains. Debut for trainer Francis, who normally has them fired up for their debut. Interesting distance for a first run, but regardless, must not be underestimated. Number 9, Sweet Renisha, ran 6 times with only 1 good display, which was over this distance on the 11th of July. Finishing second, 4.5 lengths to Fairer It Is. Top 5. Number 5, Shaboom. Number 1, Zabatoni. Number 2, No Identity. Number 6, As You Wish. Number 3, Mighty Chelsea. My top 3 in order: number 1, Zabatoni. Number 2, No Identity. Number 5, Shaboom. Race 2. They go 5 furlongs round or 1,000 meters round. 8 starters for 5-year-olds. Optional claiming 150 to 180,000 with 5-year-olds who are maidens as well as 6-year-olds who have never won 2 races. Number 1, Storm on the Sea. Guess he will have some support. Well, his trainer, Ryan Darby, is banging form with the likes of these. Number 2, Indy Arazi, came off a brief break and well supported on last, showing up in the earlies, but Fade turning for home. Even at 10 years of age, he can have a winning chance here. Number 3, No Money Friend. Last 2, he got fair support on the board, coming off for 3 months despite having no money in both starts. Seems to have money now, as the leading rider is the new manager for this race. Yeah, looking up a bit at exercise. Last race, even though scratch for this intended debut when it rained heavily on November 17th. Number 4, Abogado. Speedest of all here, but only raced 2 times on the curve the last 10 times he ran. Speed is an advantage, especially in this low grade. Number 5, Genuine Article. Quite a while he has not ventured on the turn. Ran in mid-pack on last from a 4-month layoff, and that could be a signal that he is much better than before. Now, if you can afford it, well, you have to carry this one. Number 6, Lambada, may be the most raced horse at Caymanas Park presently. He has exposed his form last week at 7 furlongs, finishing fourth by 4 lengths. Looked dangerous approaching the furlong point and faded. That form was exposed. Haven't any speed, but maybe he will be more focused tomorrow for a long overdue maiden victory. Number 7, Willardine, return of a 3-month break, has come from the closet 4 times in 14 months without displaying any value for that vacation, those vacations. Is reported to be in good stead. Wish I had seen him a lot, well, of late, to give you my opinion on he. One of these, number 2, India Razi, number 6, Lambada, number 4, Abogado, number 7, Willardine, number 1, Storm on the Sea. Well, India Razi and Lambada, father and son. Cunello, maybe. Race 3 goes the minimum trip on the turn, 5 furlongs round or 1,000 meters round. 8 starters again for native-bred 5 years and up, who've never won 2 races in their lifetime. Number 1, Conrad Suki, would have won if not impeded at the half a furlong point, losing momentum against the top ones here when almost 4 weeks ago was hindered by number 4, Pure Heart, when she was in full flight. That trip was going 6.5 furlongs. This is the minimum trip on the turn, but she has enough speed to be in position early and to make a move to try and fight this out tomorrow. Number 3, April Spirit, may not have liked the wet conditions November 1st, as well as she prefers a shorter distance since showing enough speed to support my point. If she can simulate that September 5th display when she finished third, 3.5 lengths to Luminous Power and Trickster going over this trip, then she has a chance, especially with the stables of Wayne Parchment banging form. Number 4, Pure Heart, ran well, but awkward the last 100 meters against number 1, Conrad Suki, and number 3, April Spirit, when he was a disqualified winner the last time he faced a starter. With hardly used a jockey, Delroy Bihari, will be going 1.5 furlongs less, but is obviously fit, and title chasing jockey Dave Nelson is suited. So both he and I'm expecting a better ride. Of note, Trainer Lynch, when combined with Dave Nelson, they have the best win average for a jockey trainer combo, which is 36%. Number 7, Dare to Speak, usually runs well when he speaks. Could be considered if you have plenty cash for the regular 6. Number 8, Dash of Class, may find a low exotic placing. Number 4, though, Pure Heart, from number 1, Conrad Suki, number 3, April Spirit, number 7, Dare to Speak. And for the latter part, number 8, Dash of Class. Third race, co-feature, the Algope Memorial Cup. Algope, top lightweight jockey who died tragically during the latter part of a race at Caymanas Park on the 20th of November 1999. This race goes 5 furlongs straight or 1,000 meters straight and has 10 starters, 1 co-feature. It's for 4 and up, maiden condition. Number 1, Starr, a debutant, born 4-year-old, yes, Bay Colt by Rizzy Lee out of Biscayne Starr, by Royal Minister, breeder O'Neill Phillips, owner Andre Adams, groom and Jim Muir. Victor Williams trains with Matthew Bennett, the apprentice he rides, Starr could give a favorable impression on debut. Not, well, I don't like him to win. Number 2, It's All I, led on last 2 weeks ago, going 5.5 furlongs. His first sign of value. Had the top contender here behind, that's number 9, Uncle Bally, should fight this out base of that display. It's up 12 pounds for that and may be concerning for some, but if focused, It's All I should have a chance of winning. Number 3, Get Storm, inconsistent sort who prefers this course and is likely to get into the top 4. Number 5, Monsieur Missour, gets the Nelson after finishing 28 lengths last 7 days ago. Night will turn to day surely, but there are some regions in the world where daylight comes only 3 times per year. Number 6, Little Red, ran okay against It Is I, finishing 3rd by 6 3/4 lengths. Little Red, she's improving. Number 7, Uncle Bally, looking to be a slick customer, and if focus, can surely win. Number 10, Lyceum, stablemate of Uncle Bally, will be getting first-time Lasix after 19 career starts. Number 2, It's All I. Number 7, Uncle Bally. Number 3, Get Storm. Number 6, Little Red. Number 1, Starr. That's the order of preference for the Open Gate show. We go to race 5. 16 starters, 4 furlongs straight or 800 meters straight. For children up, optional claiming 200 to 250,000 with 5-year-olds who've never won 2 races, as well as 6-year-olds who've never won 4. Number 1, Just Trick Me, looking in good condition, but has it all to do from this unfavorable inner post. Number 3, Mount Zion King, fit and consistent, was claimed rather from that winning run 3 weeks ago, can get a low exotic spot. Number 5, Ballerina Steel, ran okay over the strip on October the 10th and displayed an even run to be 5th by 5 1/4 lengths to number 8, Supreme Authority, and number 10, Prince Samo. Her best could create an upset. Number 6, Rockdale, gets a bustling rider for the first time in Philip Parchment. Number 7, Peeping Tom, loves it fresh, seen in okay condition. How fit is he is the question. Number 8, Supreme Authority, won easily 2 of 3 times he was at this exact distance. Has a habit of darting sharply to the right towards the stand side after the gate open. Could cause some nervous moments for backers when the starter flies the gate. Anthony Thomas, he again rides, looking to score a hat-trick of wins for the connections. Number 10, Prince Samo, bettered by Supreme Authority and last by 4.5 lengths. Nicely handicapped this time for trainer Ryan Darby, who recently claimed him. Number 12, Adoring Lady, steadily coming down in claim. Her debut, when I trained her, was out this route, finishing a half a length second to another debutant, the Dwight Train Classic Bound filly, Marlene My Love. Adoring Lady, on her best, will slaughter these. Not sure I like how she's looking of late though. Number 13, Sweet Destiny, looking okay when seen, but needs a top effort to win. However, can be placed in your lower exotics. Number 15, Polly B, former allowance horse who was claimed for 350,000 2 weeks ago when finishing 4.5 lengths third to Stanislaus and talented Tony K over this exact trip of 4 furlongs straight. Surely a good profit. For just 2 weeks, claim for 350, now to 250. If he wins, then that's a good deal for connections. Has a lot going for him. this Poly B. Back class, handicap, drawn, and recent form, as well as the top apprentice, O'Shane Nugent, will be riding. Well, you'll see a nice swimming pool to dive in. It's your eyes, and I can't blame you. Remember, regardless, it ain't easy to dance in deep water. Hey, a banker, to help close your Reggae 6, you have to take a chance. So, the choice is yours. Anyway, number 15 is my selection, Poly B. Maybe. Number 8, Supreme Authority. Number 10, Prince Samo. Number 12, Adoring Lady. Number 13, Sweet Destiny. We go for a break, and when I return, we go to race 6. Okay, I'm back. Let me propose the Golden Horseshoe magazine, a brainchild of Junior Fender. It's almost out, and the Open Gate Show is asking you to support it. It's packed with a lot of photographs and other information. So look out for it. Race 6 is for neighborhood 5 years and up who have never won 3 races. 16 starters, they go 7 furlongs or 1,400 meters. Number 2, Instagram. Consider for a low exotic spot. Number 4, Glitter Running. Won like an out-of-class mare. Same rider, but a bit tougher opponents now. However, her last 2 runs were very good and should still give him some consideration if you can. Number 5, Alexis Starr, another Houston stables horse who recently moved from trainer Patrick Lynch Barn to Pearson, but this time it's not Robert Pearson, it's his brother Chris Pearson. Let's see if being the lone speed here can be an advantage for this new trainer. Number 6, She Says Yes, stressing out and is lightly weighted, can be in a relaxed state with the visor off for her to sustain a good run to be on the board. Well, taking off the visor, Connections knows best. Maybe she needs it. We go to number 7, My Beru, back from a 2-year, 2-month sojourn. Ran with the best trios in 2018. Has been very busy at exercise to compete with far less than he has ever competed against. Surely not getting any support for a win from the Open Gate Show viewpoint. Number 8, Nalas Bushman can pass Tyron rivals for a low exotic placing. Maybe even surprising by fighting for top honors. Number 9, Trickster. Last victory was at this distance on September 19th, having number 4, Glitter Running in arrears, half a length behind. Number 10, is in Baeva. Love this approximate distance and can be one fighting this out for the win. Number 11, Sacrifice, 1 of 2 here for trainer Fitzgerald Richards. Unreliable thought who's best can get him in the top 3 surely. Number 12, Ride with the Mob, the other Fitzgerald Richards train entrant. Similar form as his stablemate, John beside him. I must remind you that trainer Fitzgerald Richards normally does very well when December nears. Well, Christmas. That's, as a matter of fact, for the past 4 years, he has done very well in December and early part of January. Number 13, Isotope, returned almost from a 10-month hiatus. Her fitness is suspect, but the sea, the equine pool, and the racetrack are far apart for me to see all horses in the mornings. Not sure how fit this Isotope is, as well as how her condition is at present. Number 15, My Mom Juice, may factor somewhere. Number 16, Cora, love this distance and have the right jockey, Dane Nelson, who I'm opined to think that will, well, as a matter of fact, Dane Nelson won the last race aboard his horse in August going 6.5 furlongs and winning very easily. So, number 16, Cora. Number 10, Is in Beaver. Number 4, Glitter Running. Number 11, Sacrifice. Number 8, Nala's Bushman. 7th race, the co-feature, the Andrew H.B. Aguilar Memorial Cup. This Aguilar family has impacted well on horse racing. From I can remember going to Jamaica College, so many years ago. And, it's good to see the continuous support by the family in presenting this cup for this fine gentleman and sportsman. 8 furlongs or a mile, 10 starters for native-bred trios, some made special weight race. Number 1, Black Bombshell, born the 12th of February, Bay Philly by Northern Giant, out of By a Book by Take Me Out. Breeder Wyeth 955 Limited, owner Shefan Maharaj, groom Steve Smith. The Nelson ride for trainer Anthony Nunes. This horse will debut with Lasix, tongue tie, and the figure 8. Interestingly bred filly who has shown use at exercise, but his physicality has no resemblance to her relative, Poker Starr, Barcelona, nor Selector Book. Could show a good display on debut. Number 2, Catalina, born the 14th of April, Chestnut filly by Ride on Curling, by Alienate, by Graham Hall. Breeder Glenn Mills, owner M&S Syndicate, the groom Keith Johnson. Well-bred filly who shows talent at exercise. Debut display was off. Can do better, but let's see how she runs here. Number 3, Rusty, born the 22nd of March, a big gelding by Drill out of Kansas Charm by Harlan's Holiday. Breeder Glenn Mills, owner M&P, not M&S, M&P. So close, eh? Oh, all right. The groom, Linville McFarlane, lanky gelding who will be closing for a major share. Looking a bit improved at exercise, looking a bit more sharper. Win Costa, who is on quest to retain his trainer's title, has the services of the leading rider and stable jockey Anthony Thomas aboard. Number 4, Lady Commander, 13th of May born, Bay Philly by American Dance, out of Silky Satin by Kantara, breeder Frederick Layton, owner Edward Steinman and Von White. Groom Jermaine Mighty. Patrick Taylor trains, Jerome Innes rides. Looking more responsive at exercise since last race. Strange of rider, but don't let that bother you, as it's likely she'll be focusing fully for the first time tomorrow. Can she win? Well, maybe. Number 5, Tequila Blue, born the 26th of February, Chestnut filly by Blue Pepsi Lodge, out of Black Treasure by Storm Craft. Breeder Trevor James, owner Success Syndicate, the groom Lyndon Bennett. We'll be getting first time day 6 tomorrow. Gary Sabrati trains, Paul Francis Ride. Number 6, Nuclear Moon, born the 16th of March at Bay Colt by Nuclear Wayne, out of Noon It Is by Yankee Gentleman. Breeder Michael Bernard, owner Micros, groom Michael A. Campbell. Interestingly bred colt who ran okay from way off the pace, well, off the speed, because it was a 5 furlong round race, yes, on debut. That was 3 weeks ago. Has been stepped up at exercise and gets Lasix and tongue tie for this. Nuclear Noon has Robert Halladine, Gary Sabrati trains. Leo, number 7, born the 8th of May, Chestnut Colt by Lion Tamer, out of Mom Student by Region of Merit. Breeder Clinton Roden, owner Merlin Samlal Singh, groom Delroy Little. Can do better than that debut display last week. The Cardenas ride for trainer Anthony Nunes. Number 8, Hi-Ho Primero, March 12th born, a big colt by Casual Chick, out of Haja de Arena by Traditional. Breeder La Salute, also the owner. Ren Lewis ride for Anthony Nunes, the groom Mark McNaughty. Number 9, Having the Glitters, Born the 22nd of March, that be fillied by Deputy Glitters out of Heavenly Peace by Eastover Court. Breeder Michael Bernard, owner Micros, groom Adam P. Beckford. Gets the blinkers off, tongue tie will be on. Could show some improvement, not expected to win, but could factor into the lower order of your exotics. Number 10, Colorado Danger, born 11th of April, be called by American Dance out of Fort Trixie by Old Forester. Breeder, Ham Stables Limited. Owner, the Trinidadian Horseman, Harold Chidi. The groom, Itamar King. Cayman McGregor ride for Gary Sobrati. 5th change of jockey in this horse's career. So Cayman McGregor will be the 5th. Figured it off to see if Colorado Ranger can do better. Number 3, Rusty. Number 6, Nuclear Moon. Number 4, Lady Commander. Number 2, Catalina. Number 1, Black Bombshell. We go to race 8, another co-feature. It's the ONS Stack Room Trophy. Of course, the ONS Stack Room has done a tremendous value for the horse racing industry, for breeders, trainers and grooms, as well as jockeys. Situated at Caymanas Park, has almost everything you need for a horse, and really should be to the owners of this valuable investment. 6.5 furlongs or 1,300 meters, 12 starters, and 4 trails and up, imported trails and up, who have never won 3 races in their lifetime. Number 1, one of a kind, born the 24th of April, Chestnut Court by Fearless Vision out of Golden One, out of Royal Minister, Orange Valley Estates are the breeders. Owner, Joseph Lewar, the groom, Ian Winter, ran well in the 2020 St. Ledger, the Derby, and against the Derby runner-up 2 weeks ago. A furlong further than tomorrow. Is very consistent and has a feel he should be able to manage for the win. Number 2, High Diplomacy, born the 14th of February, be called by American Dance out of Code Starr by Lost Code, Breeder Ham Stables Limited, owner Joyous Racing, groom Kevon Lewis, Fit Cold. Number 3, Generational, born the 22nd of April, Chestnut Colt by Fearless Vision out of Electrifying by Traditional, breeder Elias Alot and Stefan Naran Singh, owner Stefan Naran Singh, groom Sylvester Moody. Never been so light. Blinkers is on tomorrow. First time blinkers. Looked more focused yesterday and this morning in that new equipment. Well, let's see what Generational does against some very good trios. Number 4, Silent Seeker, born the 1st of April, be fillied by Silent Valor out of Sheesaloff by Came Home, breeder Lakeland Farms Limited, owner Carlton Watson, groom Leon Walker, who also grooms number 6 Eagle One in this race. Silent Seeker showed up at 88-1 against a few nemesis there, of which she did very well against, namely Alexis Lodge, One of a Kind, and Awesome Treasure. Number 5, to the Council, born the 22nd of February, Bay Philly by Silent Valor out of Dancing Wizard by Wizards of Gold, breeder and owner Carl Anderson. He also trains. Christopher Dean rides, groom Enrolled Cunningham. Number 6, Eagle One, born the 8th of March, be called by Astrology out of Frisky Cheerleader by Roar, breeder Elizabeth Murad, owner Carlton Watson. This U.S. importee is trained by Wayne Acosta, apprentice Roger Hewitt rides. Only has to duplicate that July 12th display over this distance when he led in the stretch and was overawed by the out-of-class Spencer Chung trained race car, finishing second by 2 3/4 lengths. Could have a chance to be in the top 4, surely. Stablemate number 7, which incidentally, Wayne Acosta has 4 entries in this race, Number 7, Fearless Vision, born the 25th of April around Cold by Fearless Vision out of Granville Greeter, or by Easy Real Thing, rather. YS 955 Limited, out of breeder Carlton Watson owns. Well, Carlton Watson owns 3 horses here, and he's intent to regain his owner's title, which Micros currently is leading. Fearless Champion is groomed by Garth Pennant, who also has number 8 in this race, Loose Ball. Number 8, Loose Ball. February 24th born, Dark Bay Gelding by Fearless Vision by my friend Lucy out of Easy Real Thing. Breeder Elizabeth DaCosta, breeder and owner Elizabeth DaCosta, her husband trains. That's Wayne DaCosta. Devon A. Thomas rides for Wayne DaCosta. Well, it's nice to see that. Number 9, Alexis Lodge, born the 8th of April, the 8th of February, Chestnut Filly by Blue Pepsi Lord out of Alexis Song by Rock and Roll, breeder Marcus Abdoob, owner Houston Stables, groom Franklin Thomas. Good filly who is stretching out a bit, working well though, and will run good for a top spot. Number 10, Awesome Treasure, born the 14th of March, a Bay filly and American filly by Old Awesome, of course, by Bossy Gal out of Pioneer of the Nile. Breeder, Miller Racing, owner, The Success Farm, will be getting first-time Lasix after 5 career starts. Awesome Treasure is a very useful American filly who should be ready to show what treasure she has. Number 11, Twilight Lady, born the 23rd of May, Bay filly by Twilight Time, out of Lady Allison by traditional owner, breeder, trainer Carl Anderson, groom Edward Cunningham. Number 12, Run With Me, born the 31st of January, Bay Cold, Casual Trick by Zacapa by Alicia's, breeder Donald Webley, owner Oak Ridge Farms, Gary Sabrati. He trains, Dane Dawkins rides. Ran well out the straight, and that was a good run for a long while. Going on the round now, I'm not sure Run With Me will do as well, but who knows? Visor is on. Top 3, number 1, One of a Kind, number 9, Alexis Lodge, number 10, Awesome, of course. Awesome Strategy, rather. You can consider number 4, Silent Seeker, and number 6, Eagle One, both from the Wayne DaCosta camp. The penultimate race, race 9, goes 7.5 furlongs or 1,500 meters. Quite a competitive race. 11 starters, it's 4 thrills and up. It's an open allowance race. Some of Jamaica's future middle distance and stairs are in this race. Well, let's hope that they can transgress forward. Number 1, Sir Alton, will surprise me if he wins. Number 2, Raw Rogers, a tribute to trader Dennis Lee, now up in class, but will do okay for a low exotic spot. Did run very well 3 weeks ago, going 9 furlong 25 yards, winning by 8.5 lengths in the time of 1:54 2/5 in the sloppy conditions. Number 3, Santient, showed nothing in the Viceroy Trophy, going a mile just over a month ago, finishing 4th by 12 lengths. Maybe he had this race in mind, but maybe it's only used when someone is guessing. So I'm guessing, well, okay, we'll see what happens. Number 4, King Arthur, Paperlight, the 2020 Derby winner, worked effortlessly on November 23rd, 5.5 furlongs in 1:05 3/5. Last 5 in 58 3/5. I saw that work and it was unbelievable. Surely a different horse since October began. Number 5, Tuna Ciliata, top horse in the island over middle distances and beyond. Gets a bit tougher opponents, some who he bettered recently, but they are more focused this time. Should not be deterred by these and could make this 2 in a row. However, I'm not sure I liked how she cantered this morning. Number 6, Supreme Soul, inconsistent, and gets Omar Walker. He will try his riding style if it can be suited. Supreme Soul had a valuable excuse on last for that very poor display 2 weeks ago. So you can throw that aside. Number 7, Nipster, tiny colt, unlucky in the Derby. Very light, but strange. He's handicapped to allow recent conqueror. Number 4, King Arthur, 3 pounds. Well, it's the modern world. Nipster boasts the fastest 7.5 furlongs than any horse here. 1:31 and 2/5 on July 5th. That says a lot. Number 8, Marquesas, won well off 11-month hiatus. Looking well oiled at exercise since September. And I can tell you, Marquesas will run a very good race, barring anything unforeseen happening. Number 5, though, on Logics, Tunis Liata. Number 7, Nipster. Number 4, King Arthur. Top 3. And number 8, Marquesa. Number 3, Sentient. Number 1, to a lesser extent, number 1, Sir Alton. Final race. It has 13 starters, 5.5 furlongs or 1,100 meters. It's for foals and up, native bred foals and up, who have never won 3 races. Number 1, In the Blood. His condition has improved since that last race on October 17th. Number 3, Unknown Soldier, consistent filly who's run on October 24th, where he stumbled out the gates, but still finished 4th by 4 3/4 lengths to Here on Fire Raw Liquid. And again, before that, October 11th, when he got interfered with several times, and also at a crucial stage when finishing 1 3/4 lengths to Formal Fashion, who went up in class and won. Deep Blue Sea was second. Unknown Soldier could have a chance of winning if the string of bad luck doesn't continue. Number 5, Victory Turn, has gained issues of which needs to be sorted out. First, if she breaks, well,